Call forth Bagot. Now, Bagot, freely speak thy mind. What thou dost know of noble Gloucester's death, who rotted with the king, and who performed the bloody office of his timeless end.
Then set before my face the Lord Almerle.
Cousin, stand forth and look upon that man.
My Lord Almerle, I know your daring tongue scorns to unsay what once it hath delivered in that dead time when Gloucester's death was plotted. I heard you say, is not my arm of length that reacheth from the restful English port as far as Calais to mine uncle's head? Amongst much other talk, that very time I heard you say that you had rather refused the offer of 100,000 crowns than Bolingbroke's return to England, adding withal how blessed this land would be in this your cousin's death.
Princes and noble lords, what answer shall I make to this base man? Shall I so much dishonor my fair stars on equal terms to give him chastisement? Either I must, or have mine honor soiled with the attainder of his slanderous lips. There is my gage, the manual seal of death, that marks thee out for hell. I say thou liest, and will maintain that thou hast said is false. In thy heart blood, though being all too base to stain the temper of my knightly sword.
Bagot, forbear. Thou shalt not take it up.
Excepting one, I would he were the best in all this presence that hath moved me so.
Valor, sympathy, there is my gage, Almerle, engaged to thine, by that fair sun which shows me where thou standst. I heard thee say, and vauntingly thou spakest it, that thou wert cause of noble Gloucester's death. If thou deniest it 20 times, thou liest, and I will turn thy falsehood to thy heart, where it was forged with my rapier's point.
Thou darest not, coward, live to see that day.
Now by my soul I would it were this hour.
Fitzwalter, thou art damned to hell for this.
Almerle, thou liest. His honor is as true in this appeal as thou art all unjust. And, that thou art so, there I throw my gage to prove it on thee to the extremest point of mortal breathing. Seize it if thou darest.
And if I do not, may my hands rot off.
Your hands rot off.
And never brandish more revengeful steel over the glittering helmet of my foe.
I task the earth to the like forsworn Almerle, and spur thee on with full as many lies as may be hallowed in thy treacherous ear. From sun to sun, there is my honor's pawn. Engage it to the trial if thou darest.
Who sets me else? By heaven, I'll throw it all. I have 1,000 spirits in one breast to answer 20,000 such as you.
Oh, my Lord Fitzwater, I do remember well the very time Amaryl and you did talk.
'Tis very true. You were in presence then, and you can witness with me this is true.
As false, by heaven, as heaven itself is true.
Surrey, thou liest.
Dishonorable boy, that lie shall lie so heavy on my sword that shall render vengeance and revenge, till thou, the lie-giver, and the lie doth lie in earth as quiet as thy father's skull. In proof whereof, there is my honor's pawn. Engage it to the trial, if thou darest.
How fondly dost thou spur a forward horse! If I dare eat, or drink, or breathe, or live, I dare meet Surrey in a wilderness, and spit upon him whilst I say he lies, and lies, and lies. There is my bond of faith, to tie thee to my strong correction, as I intend to thrive in this new world. Almerle is guilty of my true appeal. Besides, I heard the banished Norfolk say that thou, Almerle, didst send 2 of thy men to execute the noble Duke at Calais.
Some honest Christian trust me with the gage that Norfolk lies. Here do I throw down this, and he be repealed to try his honor.
These differences shall all rest under gage till Norfolk be repealed. Repealed he shall be, and though mine enemy restored again to all his lands and signories, when he's returned against Almerle, he will enforce his tribe.